Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Exploring Beyond the Gates. I'm Kristen Fulton, and I can't keep up. It was recently announced that the week of February 17th, the week before the premiere of Beyond the Gates, CBS is going to air in collaboration with Entertainment Tonight, 5 consecutive half-hour specials starting at 2 p.m. Eastern every single day. I'm like, whoa, the content is just coming out fast and loose, left, right, up, down, every which way you can look, it's coming, which is exciting. There's so much energy, so much hype around Beyond the Gates, and I am thrilled for this. I can't wait to watch, so make sure you watch it on Paramount Plus if you work during the day, and if you have the time to commit to those daytime hours, then you go for it and show them what we are excited about, which is Beyond the Gates. Yes. So today we are going to look at another, not a trailer, but a preview. It's a production preview put out by Beyond the Gates and CBS that takes us a little bit behind the scenes of what's going on. And then I want to just do a quick little mini dive on our creators, Shelia Ducksworth and Michele Val Jean, because hello, these women deserve their flowers, and I think we should talk about their incredible history, careers, lives, etc. So let's dig into the trailer, and then we'll talk about our two wonderful, wonderful, wonderful queens.
Beautiful. It's an absolute thrill to be a part of this historic moment in daytime television.
Beyond the Gates is the first soap to be greenlit in over 25 years, a collaboration between CBS and NAACP. It's exciting.
Groundbreaking for everyone in the industry, not just our show.
A predominantly African American and multicultural cast. This is the first of its kind. We are the genesis.
It's a big
I'm just so incredibly humbled to be a part of history.
Yes.
We're bringing together folks behind the scenes that made it happen.
Procter & Gamble with Sheila. This was her vision.
We have a show.
She and Michele Val Jean partnered together, then it just became electric.
Michelle, she's the first person of color to create a soap.
Beyond the Gates, baby.
Yes,
I've
baby.
been living with this world in my head. I got here and there were faces to the characters, sets, clothes, and so much hair.
There's a woman right here.
I always wanted to create a show centered around rich Black people.
But it's universally accessible.
The cast that we have, this is revolutionary.
The central story is the Dupree family.
A story that's led by a matriarch.
We already know that's Mama, you know?
Look no further than here.
We're working with legends.
I've been a fan of this man my entire life.
It's a lovely place to live.
The early 70s, remembering how difficult it was to find roles. And now we have African American writers, and it lifts my spirit to see how many advances African American professionals in this industry have made.
This is special.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You can't beat this. This is a once in a lifetime kind of gig.
To be on this one, it feels like trust the timing of your life. You're where you're supposed to be.
Talk about a dream come true moment.
That was so good. I hope that they get to have Clifton play the piano on the show. That would be sick. I mean, we've seen that with Melody Thomas Scott on The Young and the Restless. We've seen it with John McCook on The Bold and the Beautiful. And I think we could see it, you know, 1, 2, 3, one right after the other with Clifton on Beyond the Gates, which I would love. First of all, can I just say, I also love this man. I love reruns of, you know, shows from way back when. And one of my favorite reruns is, of course, the TV show Amen with Sherman Hemsley and Anna Marie Horsford, and of course, our Sir Clifton. Well, not Sir, but I'm making him a Sir. I'll make him a knight in a minute. But our Clifton Davis, who is absolutely fantastic. I loved him as the Reverend, and now I get to see him 5 times a week, probably for, you know, at least for the beginning, 5 times a week on Beyond the Gates. And of course, our queen, Tamara Tooney, very excited to see her. I loved the warm feeling from this trailer. It was just a moment where everyone was feeling, you know, I guess the surrealness of being in the space and of making history and being a part of something that's just bigger than anything that they could probably imagine, and knowing that it's already that way. And I think it's that way because we as a soap community, people who love soap operas, we've been yearning for a new soap opera. And, for a while there, they just kept getting canceled one after the other. And so I think people responding to that and realizing that this is a huge deal, the first new soap opera, daytime drama in years, in a quarter of a century, that's huge. And for it to be historic and to bring in Procter and Gamble and the NAACP, I mean, P&G was like, deuces, I'm out. And now they're coming back, and to have the NAACP as part of it, which is really great. I know that they want to do more to support people of color and to be culturally engaged and relevant. And I think this is a great, I don't know if it's the first step, but it's a great step for them. And so really excited to see that behind the scenes. Can't wait to watch more next week with Entertainment Tonight doing their 5-part special with Nichelle Turner. So again, make sure you tune in 2 p.m. Eastern time, or you can watch it on Paramount Plus. Look at me plugging. I know how to plug already. All right, so let's dig into our mini dives of our queens, our creators, Ms. Shelia Ducksworth and Ms. Michele Val Jean. So I'm going to be looking away because I have to read some things, but I just want to let you know that I had time. So let's start with Shelia Ducksworth. So Shelia Ducksworth in 2020, October 2020, it was announced that CBS Studios and the NAACP had named her president of the new CBS NAACP production partnership. So in this role, which she holds, she would supervise the development and the production of scripted, unscripted, and documentary content for TV and streaming. Huge deal, right? 5 years later, or 4 years later, technically. Prior to that, she was the head of scripted television and production for Will Packer Media. And in case you don't know who Will Packer Media is and who Will Packer is, Will Packer Media brought us things like, I don't know, Girls Trip, Think Like a Man, The Photograph, Little, and so many more movies. She also worked with Will Packer Media to bring us the short-lived primetime drama on OWN called, say it with me, Ambitions. It only got 1 season. It was really good and juicy and soapy, and Michelle worked on it, and Jamie Giddens worked on it, who is also a soap writer. Really good stuff. But I digress. So Miss Ducksworth was also head of her own production company called Ducksworth Productions, and notably, she produced the 2013 Showtime documentary Why We Laugh, Funny Women, alongside comedy legend Joan Rivers. The documentary featured Whoopi Goldberg, Lily Tomlin, and many other female comedians, actors, and writers. You might also know, or maybe you don't, but Ms. Ducksworth produced the Wendy Williams movie on Lifetime and Showtime's hit series Soul Food. She is a native New Yorker and a graduate of Yale University. So I'm just giving you that little background on her. I didn't do like a whole deep dive. It's a mini dive, but just to show you, this is a woman who has been in the industry. She is respected, she is talented, she is smart, and she is behind the show. And so I think we can all trust that. Yeah? Because I know, as soap fans, we know sometimes when people get behind shows, we're like, oh gosh. But no, Miss Ducksworth, thank you so much. And I am looking forward. All right, let's dig into Michele Val Jean. So Val Jean began her career as a writer on the very first African-American daytime drama, Generations, back in 1989. She then went on to work for Santa Barbara from 91 to 93, where she actually received her very first Writers Guild of America award for television daytime serials. Also in 93, she joined General Hospital, where Ms. Val Jean wrote the critically acclaimed revisitation of the rape of Luke Spencer, or Luke Spencer's rape of Laura Spencer, which, if you don't know, back in the 70s, Luke raped Laura. And then, by some miracle, she got over it, fell in love, got married to the tune of millions of people watching, had a family, and it was just okay that he raped her. And so I'm really grateful that Miss Val Jean revisited that story by having their son, Lucky Spencer, find out what his father did to his mother and having to address that. Because what? Very questionable things happened, unacceptable things happened back in the day. But I'm like, there's no way. So thank you, Miss Val Jean, for writing that and bringing such beauty to a very difficult story. Beauty in terms of it being truthful, honest, and real. Yeah. So thank you. In 2000, she was promoted to co-head writer of General Hospital alongside Elizabeth Cordy. And Michele, during her tenure at GH, won 4 Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Drama Series Writing Team. So she is a multi-awarded writer. In 2012, she joined The Bold and the Beautiful as a scriptwriter. And as I mentioned before, in 2019, she was also an episodic writer and producer for Ambitions on OWN. Miss Val Jean stayed with The Bold and the Beautiful up until 2024. And then shortly thereafter, it was announced that she would be at the helm of this new daytime drama, Beyond the Gates. She serves as the writer, showrunner, and executive producer, and is the first Black creator, I should say, first Black creator of a daytime soap opera. Yes, yes! So thank you so much, Miss Val Jean, for all of your work, all of your career. I am very excited to have you and Miss Ducksworth at the helm of the show. I'm excited to see what it's going to be. As I keep saying, I'm excited for all the trailers that have come out. And so those are my 2 mini dives. We'll do more of those as the series continues, but with all the content that's coming, who knows how long that's going to take. All right, y'all, until the next time, thank you for exploring the gates with me, and be sure to check out the 5-part special next week, starting on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on CBS. All right, y'all, bye.